Good morning out there, everyone. I am Corinne Braxton, and I'm coming to you live from Bozeman, Montana. It's a sunny day here. Well, a lot of clouds in the sky, but it's sunny. It's about 65 degrees. Supposed to get to 70. Let me just check my iPad. Let's see if I can find myself. Let's see if we can get... Sometimes it takes a minute. Oh, hey, Munch. Good to see you this morning. I don't see myself on my iPad, but let's see. Maybe it will take a minute. I thought we were going to get it today. So just be patient with me for a second. Well, I don't know. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hey, Kathy. Good to see you this morning, too. Okay, I'm always happy when I see people on and I can find myself on my own iPad. That's always a good sign. Good to see you all this morning. I have a lot of cards to show you this morning. It is going to be a fun day. Hey, Stacy from Florida. Good to see you. And Julie, where are you watching from, Julie? Yeah, just tell us what state you're coming to us from. And remember, hey, Linda, good to see you this morning. I know you're in Montana. Thumbs up, subscribe. Make sure you are notified. You have all those settings, because that'll tell you when I'm coming on. Hey, Gail, good to see you this morning. I always appreciate you sharing, thumbs up, hearts, all those things, commenting. I read all the comments at the end. Hey, Julie in Iowa. Oh, neat. Just a real quick few things. We have kit sales going on. Hey, Cheryl, good to see you this morning too. All kits are in the Stamping Up online. You can look at these. They're 30% off. Those of you who are local, all of my kits are going to be $18 if they're the kit collection, the brown box. Hey, Carla, Janet from Washington, Carla from Wisconsin. And the other thing is, don't forget, you need to redeem your coupons that you earned last month. Hey, Ann Louise. So I've already cashed all mine in for some new merchandise. These are only good for the month of August. So if you're a demonstrator, you can use them now on new products. If you're a customer, you cannot use these in September. So make sure there's so much in the annual catalog that you can use them on. So anyway, we're going to be working out of the annual catalog today and a few other, and I'm going to show you a couple new things too. A couple new projects, or a couple new pieces of new merchandise in a few spots. I second day aired my box. It was supposed to get here Friday, but it didn't get here till yesterday. And then I'll tell you as I'm working today what happened as the UPS truck came. But we'll save that story for as I'm working. Okay, we have this week I have a truck class on Thursday, and it is full in person, but I have 2 spots left to go if you want it shipped or porch pickup. Hey, Casey, good to see you. Okay, let's turn the camera down. Close your eyes. And here we are. Hey, Connie, good to see you this morning too. Let's see, here's my August host code if you're ordering from me. I always appreciate that. These are a couple of the little truck cards that we're going to be doing on Thursday. They're really great. I have directions and everything is pre-cut for you except for the designer paper. And that you get a half package of that, plus gems and blending brushes this time. I made this one yesterday. I had some of these paper pumpkin card bases. They're so neat. I think they're $10 and you get a lot of cards. Anyway, just made this really quick. The fractured card that we did last week. This is a fractured, and they're so simple. You can go back and watch last week's video. And then this one, I've had more fun with this scenic scenes or something. Oh my goodness, this is just one card of it. I had a lot, from Missouri. We're in Missouri, Connie. We used to live in Farmington, southeast Missouri. So anyway, that's what we have coming up. I'm going to set those aside. And I'm going to show you the fabulous holographic paper. Hey, Nancy, good to see you this morning. So this is something I think many people sort of overlook, but it's really, really, really cool. Look at this, how the light just reflects off of it. There's one that's sort of silver, just sort of plain like that. Then there's this one. Hey, Jan, good morning to see you. Do you see how it's so neat? And then there's this one. I couldn't figure it out at first. So it's sort of almost ombre. This is Berry Burst. We're going to use this. And this is Starry Sky. And I sort of found that out because I was die cutting, and I was needing the reddish sweet sorbet. No, Berry Burst. And I cut one out, and it was the purpley Starry Sky. So, hey, Phyllis from Arizona, good to see you. Anyway, this is what we're going to be working on this morning. We're going to be doing some that are plain and some that are going to be embossed. Hey, Wanda, good to see you this morning, too. Okay, we're going to do a lot of things. One thing I have to tell you about is we have a color chart. The Stampin' Up! Puts this out. I've given this to team members, and I'll see if I can find the link for this, but we can print it out. Anyway, I was trying to figure out what went with Berry Burst. Anyway, I chose some different colors. This Coastal Cabana and Daffodil Delight. I would never have thought that, but it's pretty cool together, and you'll see that in a minute. That's where I'm getting my color ideas. So the first one we're going to be doing today is going to be the Trucking Along, and the punches is available starting in October again. The stamp's available now, but it's very easy to cut out too. There's easy fussy cutting, or you can wait until October and get this, but it's a wonderful punch. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that. I made this card and this one. So this one is, this is the Azure Blue that went with it. This one is the Daffodil Delight. And today we're going to use the Coastal Cabana and see what that looks like for the truck color. Anyway, so these little pieces are from the nested, I don't know if they're the nested, what are they called? Nested Essentials. So I used the largest one, and then the second largest I cut out with the Berry Burst foil. So let's start this. Just set that right there. And the gingham paper is a beautiful. It comes in 4 different colors: the pecan, the Berry Burst, and the blueberry. So we're going to use some gems. We're going to use some thick white cardstock. We're going to stamp on our white scrap. Okay, so we're going to take our thick white base. We have a berry matte, Berry Burst matte. It's 5 1/4 by 4. And then the white one for the inside, that's going to go on top of this like that. Okay, actually, I'll just do that right now so we'll have it out, get it out of the way, and I won't forget. So I'm just going to put, oops, maybe it's out. Sometimes that does that when it gets low. Okay, we're just going to put that on like this. This is going to be for the inside of our card, just to give it a little color. And our thick white base, I always like to use the thick paper for the base of a card. All of the measurements will be later on. Hey, Bonnie, they will be below this video after I finish. So the gingham that I used is 4 by 5 1/4, just a basic measurement. We're going to use this one this time. I used the other one on the other one. So, okay, we're going to have a horizontal card like that. And Now we're going to put this piece, so I have a little strip. When I cut this off, there were some strips left over, so that's how I came up with this idea. We're going to put this white on next. This is I'm not sure if it's the very largest, one of the second largest. Okay, hey Lane, good to see you. Now I'm going to put this strip right over like that, and I'm going to mark that with, I'm going to mark it with my, right there, because that, I didn't cut that off, so, oh, I think I'm going to be able to just snip it with my snips, get a nice straight line. There we go. Okay, that's just a 3/4 inch piece that I had left over. And let's see, once here. I'm gonna bring my little trusty silicone mat. We're gonna put some adhesive on that, and I'm just going to lay it across like this. Very simple. Got a little bit over the edge there. I don't know why I didn't cut it off, but anyway, there, that'll be just fine like that. And now we can pop up this part. Isn't that pretty? This is the berry burst part of it. It doesn't have any of the blue in it. I'm going to use some of my larger cut up dimensionals. I'll just put some of those down on here. And then we're going to do our stamping. I stamp our truck, and we'll just do another piece right here. I love these. There we go. And there. So just like that. And we'll stick those back in there. Hey, Michelle, Jeannie, good to, oh, you made 6 of them. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's our card. Let's put our inside. Our inside is going to go in like this. I just decided to jazz it up with an extra piece. You don't know, it is white. You can just stamp there, but I just thought, oh, it'd be pretty to have a special inside. Takes a little bit more paper and everything, but it is really cute, I think. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And I will have all of these directions, so you can either take screenshots, or you can always just wait later on and work on these, or copy the directions later on. Okay, let's see once. Where are all my pieces? Here they are. We're going to do a circle. We're going to stamp a circle, and we're going to not stamp a circle, we're going to stamp a greeting on the circle. And let's see let's bring our ink in here. We're going to use the Coastal Cabana. That way we'll have a couple choices to see which one you like the best. So I used Tahitian Tide and Daffodil on the other ones, and this one is going to be the Coastal Cabana. Such a great color, actually. Okay, we're going to do the Special Delivery in black. Set that right there. Put this, all right. Oops, I forgot my little piercing mat. This is just a piercing mat that's cut in half. So we're gonna just, there we go. There's a Special Delivery, and that's going to go on the front. And now we're going to stamp our truck. So I better, let's see, I'm gonna do Happy Birthday on the inside. Let's do that right away. We'll do that in black. It's a big stamp. This one is from Artistic something. It's one of my go-tos. I don't even know, I don't have it out here, but isn't that a pretty font? It's so simple and really nice, I think. And that's the inside. We're all done with the black. Let's close that black memento up. And now we're going to stamp our truck. Oh, we're going to stamp our truck with black, and we're going to fill it in with the Coastal Cabana. We'll see how that looks. Okay, let's see what's here. We're going to get our truck. We're going to stamp 2 trucks just in case. These trucks work nice if you have a strip of white paper that's sort of like what I've cut here, like that. Okay, and now we're going to stamp the wheels. These are the tires. I'm going to have to get a little closer, bring this closer so I can see this. And I'm just lining, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. I'm lining up the center of the tire, the hubcap, and I stamped it like that. And then that's all we're going to do for that. Now we're actually finished with the black, and now we're going to open up the Coastal Cabana and see how that looks with this. Okay, get it nice and inky, and I'm just going to take one part of the truck. There we go. We'll do another one. There we go. It's a pretty color. It'll dry much lighter than that. I think before what we're going to do, I think I've told you this before when I did a truck video a couple weeks ago. I like to color in the window so it looks like it's glass. And I use the soft light Pool Party for that. Okay, and now we're just going to take our punch, and this punch will punch out. You can also build a truck without stamping. You can use, these are the fenders and the wheels, and that's the window, and you can just put it in there. And the nice thing about the Stampin' Up! Punches, you can lock them down halfway, which is nice, and then it won't move. See, it won't move like that, and you can punch through, and there we have our nice little truck. And it's as easy as that. Okay. Actually, I have a whole container of trucks, different colors. So look at this. They're so fun, so fun. And we're going to use that little Coastal Cabana. It's going to be a lot lighter than that, but you'll get the idea. And we're going to do our special delivery down here. Just like that. And we're going to pop our truck up with some dimensionals. Just like that. I'll put one more right there so that bottom doesn't cave in. And I like to take off my dimensionals like with my piercing. Hold it down quite low, and what the beauty is, you can, now they're all right there, and I just drop them in my little wastebasket next to me. That Take Your Pick tool is quite a handy tool. There we go, and there is our card. We need to put our gems on. I've got these red and green adhesive back pearls. They were in our catalog last year, and I'm glad they carried over. There's some red ones on the top. You can't even see them when it's closed like that. So you think, where are the red ones? But they're right there. We're going to put some silver ones on, and I'm going to put one right up there, and one on the hubcap, right like that. And there is our card all finished, just like that. And now, let's see, you tell me, what do you like the best? Here's the yellow one, the daffodil, and here is the blue, the Tahitian blue. So which of those colors are your favorites? Which do you like the best? Let's see if I can see some comments now. Oh, let's see once. Nancy says she's waiting from a medical waiting room. Oh, her husband's having cataract surgery. Well, bless his heart. Mary Ellen, you're from California. Let's see once. Oh, Levon, Jeannie. Oh, Jeannie, you made, the little truck with the slats. You can make I have some cards made with trees. I've made some with the slats, some with the Christmas tree. It's just a tropical scene and some sunflower. These are sunflowers. Those are pots of flowers. It's just a great set. And I use this usually as the road, but I thought this metallic paper was just spectacular. So I just came up with this idea. What was your favorite? Oh, that's right, Mary Ellen. You're just visiting you live in Montana, but you're visiting your daughter in California. I remember now, yes. Which you like all of them, Stacy. Oh, let's see, what else do some of you say? There isn't a gray one. Well, let's see once. Here's what a gray would look like. Gray would be just fine. See? The gray would be very nice, I think. That might be Pebble Path, I'm not sure. Here's a Misty Moonlight one. It's a little dark, a little too dark. Here's a blueberry one. Too dark. Anyway, and a pecan. That doesn't go with that at all, I don't think. But these are sort of fun colors. Anyway, that's that. That's our first project. And this is the small checked on one side and the larger gingham on the other. And just sort of fun. I think you'll enjoy this truck stamp and punch once you get it. I'm going to set this over here. And next, some of you will recognize this. We're going to use a couple new things. So we're going to make, last week we did a card like this in my cookies, cards, and coffee. Today we're going to change it up. We're going to use some of I love these. I love black with crumb cake and vanilla. And I thought this was so cool with this metallic holographic paper. We're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to emboss with a brand new folder. It's called the Distress Tile 3D. And quite honestly, I wasn't sure I even needed it or wanted it, but it's quite neat. I always like to get embossing folders first on my list. My other idea was to do it with the Snowflake Sky one. That's a neat one too. And let me show you what we're going to. This is what that's the snowflake one that I had down there, or right there. And then this is what the distressed mosaic looks like. So those two, like that. Okay, we're gonna bring our pieces in and we're gonna use some new ribbon. This is called Black and Very Vanilla, and it is gorgeous, just beautiful. Ties very nicely. It's very soft. Look, I've got ink all over my hands already. And we're going to use a new punch. This one's called the Modern Oval. Now let's see once. Where is my? Oh, here's my. Yes, it's part of the. It's a bundle in the new catalog with the Modern Garden. It's a little bit and has really neat paper. It has Christmas, birthday, all kinds of things, and lots of different types of flowers. It has poinsettias and summer flowers, and then this is the punch label. I think this is one that's going to sell out really quickly. And this is what it looks like when you punch it. So I'm going to just punch that out. We're going to do our saying on that today, and that is called the Modern Oval Punch, and that's available to customers in September. And we are going to use the stamp called Layering Leaves. We're going to do the Sending Hugs. And for the inside, we're going to use So Sincere. This is a brand new set. It's beautiful. I love the vertical happy birthday. And everyone grateful. Hope you're feeling better soon. You're in my heart and prayers. Just love spending time with you. This was designed by Sandy Hancock. She's a $1 million achiever, and I actually sat next to her at a luncheon one time. She's very nice, but I've only seen her one time. So anyway, we are going to do some stamping now and get our card put together, and then we're going to emboss. So let's bring out our pieces. we're going to use some of these black and gold, and they're called adhesive back sparkle gems. So we've got a black base like that. I'll just set these things out of my way. We have a crumb cake, and here's where if you want to take a picture, you could, just like that. And then we have this piece of holographic that is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So let's, if you want to snap a picture, do that now, and then we will, let's see here, get the other pieces out. Okay. I'm going to bring in, where am I? I think we're going to use the Pebble Path this time. I used gray on the other one, but I just think this is pretty nice. So we'll do our stamping first. And I'm going to just bring these pieces over here to the side. This is going to be our inside vanilla piece. Oh, it says I have a slow connection. Oh dear. Well, we'll just do the best we can. Hopefully it's still working. If not, it catches up, hopefully. I can see it's frozen now. I have the internet man coming over for the 4th time today. Hope you feel better soon, like that. He's coming over after this video, actually. And because we just can't get a very good, strong signal here. And let's do our little, but we live right next to the mountain, so that may have something to do. We better get my little piercing mat because it's photopolymer. Oop, I've got a lot of ink now on my hands. And sending hugs. Isn't that a nice saying? I just love that font. I love everything about this. And that's all we have to do. So, okay, let's see. Sending hugs, and the inside is hope you're feeling better soon. So we always need some get well or thinking of you cards. So I'm going to, let's put our pieces all on, and then we're going to do some embossing. And I'll let you see what that looks like. We'll put this, set this. We'll put our inside in first. So I'll tell you what happened yesterday when I was coming home from my physical therapy. Oh, by the way, I have to have 2 more MRIs this Friday. And this time they're going to do my low back and my sacrum. So I've been going to physical therapy. I'm actually doing a little better, but my foot's still dropping and my hip is still dropping, but it's doing better than it was. But anyway, so now they think everything is coming from the back, and I have to have another MRI. Of course, the last time I had the MRI, it was only on my leg, and I even told them I thought it needed to be on my hip, but they didn't. So now I have to go back for a whole hour. And let's see, we're going to do vanilla over here. I love this layout. It's just a little bit askew. Anyway, I was coming home from physical therapy yesterday, and I saw the UPS man turn into our neighbor's driveway, and I thought, oh, he has my Stampin' Up! Boxes. So I waited for him. We have our son John and Millie live on the property on the farm, and then we have a mail kiosk, a building where they can put packages in a mailbox and all of that. So I thought, well, I'll just pull into the circular part and wait for him. And when he came, now I'm going to just hold on a second. I'm going to go get the, hey, Lisa, I'm going to get the embossing machine. So when the UPS man came, he just came in the same direction that he expected me to back up. So I backed up. And it's a curve. I backed up and I looked over my shoulder as I was backing. I didn't really use the TV thing in the inside of the car. And I backed right into a big wooden post, big crash. And really splintered the post and it damaged my car. I haven't taken it in yet, but it happened on our own property, so that's the only good thing. I met the UPS man for the first time. He watched me crash, and it was so embarrassing. It was embarrassing to have to tell my husband. It was embarrassing to have to admit this to our son and to our daughter-in-law that I was not very careful, I guess. I was so eager to get those boxes that were coming. I guess, I don't know. I thought I was being careful, but I guess I wasn't really. Anyway, here is the, look at that, how that just shimmers. Just like that. And this has, it's distressed. That means some parts are flatter and some are more raised than others. And that's called the Distress Tile 3D. So, and then this is the modern oval punch. Okay, and we will put that on our card. That's going to go on right here. And because it is, it's metal, I'm going to use my Seal Plus. It's just nice and strong. And I'm going to put this right in the middle like this. There we go. So everything is offset a little bit. And now I have some of this beautiful ribbon. And I have a bow already tied. Oh, it just ties beautifully. Isn't that pretty? And let's see, once we're going to put this, we're going to pop this up with a dimensional. Just going to pop that up. It's a nice large oval, so I think everyone's going to really enjoy this a lot. And I'm going to leave it. Do you see how I put this in the middle? I want to put this flower. This is from what? What's this from? Wonderful. I think I have it here someplace. Wonderful Thoughts. Yes, I've used it a lot. It's with all of these thoughts that you can die cut. I used this congratulations yesterday. I needed a wedding card, and I just cut it out with one of this thing. But this flower is just such a great one, I think, in my opinion. So that's going to go on our card like that. And then this is going to go on like this. Just like that. I just sort of sandwiched it in there. I'm actually going to, I am going to add a couple glue dots. Just going to pick those glue dots up and tack them on there like that. Just maybe 2 of them. It's good and solid at the bottom, but there we go. And there we have it. And now I think it needs a little bow. And let's see, do we want to put it like that or maybe like that? We'll use some more glue dots and see if we can just stick it on like that. I like to always use 2 just to get it extra sticky. And there we have it. And we'll get my ribbon scissors out and give it a nice little trim. Isn't this ribbon gorgeous? Oh my, whoop, that was a little longer than it should be. Just beautiful ribbon. We have the black and white ribbon too, and I like it a lot. But this one is it's just a hint of vanilla. It's gorgeous. And let's see, I don't think we need any shimmer because we have plenty of shimmer on there with the silver. But isn't that pretty? Just, hey, Mary. Carla said, sorry about the crash. Yes, the UPS driver had 2 packages for me. Yes. So, yes, I had 2 orders that came. So we need to put some gems on here. Let's get these out. And let's see what's on the last one. I used the silver. This time we're going to use the black. So these are so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put a nice big one right here. These come in different sizes. So we're going to put one right there. Sending hugs. And then I'm going to put another large one right there in that corner. Maybe another one underneath it, a smaller one maybe. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Maybe we'll put it like, no. I think we'll put it right, we're gonna put it right there. It's not a very good triangle, actually. I think we'll put a couple more right here on the bottom. We're gonna use them up. Put a couple more down here. We'll do it like that. Sort of change it up a little bit. Okay, here is the original one. This one was with the nested dies and nested essential dies, and it's a really nice stitch shape. This one doesn't have any stitching, but I think it's a really nice card, and that is that card. Okay, which one do you like better? Do you like the sympathy or the hug one, or do you like them both? Okay, let's do our last card, and this is going to be the Sweet Citrus. Oh my gosh, this was in our catalog last year. This is the card we're going to make today. Oh, the video was interrupted again. Sounds like it stopped. And oh, thank you, Kathy. Here's another one I made with the Sweet Citrus. It's what does it look like? This is the stamp. At the end of August, I have a lemonade and lemon class, and I'm using this stamp plus the So Refreshing. But anyway, I didn't use this last year when it came out, and it carried over. We have a beautiful embossing folder and a sweet citrus dies that cuts things out. And it's a hybrid, so you can actually put it inside. It's really neat. And I was sort of afraid. I thought it was going to be a lot of work, but it really wasn't. It's so easy and so fun. So here's another one I made. So this is the foil. Do you see how it the holographic just shines in the light? And this one, I left the holographic part just sort of plain, but it just sort of plays, and I use the lines. And then this one, I took one of our Countryside Corner dies, the blue one, the blueberry, and then I embossed the silver part of it. Okay, we're going to do that. I'm going to show you how this comes together. All righty, let me see once here. Get everything out. So actually what I did, I wasn't sure what I was doing, so I used these dies, and what I did was, I'll show you. I won't actually do it, but I just took tape and put two of these together with the tape, and then I had a frame for one card, and I had this piece for the other. Oh, you don't have to do it that way, but because I wasn't sure what I was doing, I was just experimenting as I was designing. So I thought I would do it that way. It would be sort of fun. Anyway, we're just going to use this part of it today, and we're going to stamp on there. And let's see what else we have here. And so, and these little flowers are really fast and easy. It's pretty amazing. Okay, let's do this first. Let's get that embossed. So I'm going to bring my embossing machine back in here, and we'll just emboss that really quickly. I wish I had a little bit more space on this table, but I've got the table. It's a great table, actually. It's got drawers and everything. So I'm going to take my holographic. So I've got my #1 platform and I don't even know what this gray one is, but whenever you have it's a 4, whenever you have a 3D embossing folder, you have to use the gray, or if you have maybe an old one that's purple. So I'm just going to, this is the die I cut out, so I'm just going to put this in here, trying to get as many shapes as I can possibly get as I'm looking at it. And you always want to put your folded edge in first, otherwise it'll crack. So always put the folded in first, and here we go. You love those dies, yes. They're pretty neat, actually. Okay, I'm gonna take this away, and We'll close up our machine. I love the way this closes up so nicely. And here we have our embossed lemons, limes, whatever you would like. It could be grapefruit, but isn't that just cool as can be? Alrighty, we'll put that away. Actually, before I'm not going to do this today because it's always scares me. A hybrid die. Let me just show you. Hybrid die means that. Let me see what's here. It's going to fit in like. It's going to fit right here. And it just sort of sits in there. It doesn't even move. It just, like it's a little groove in there, and you can put your paper in there, and you can die cut it. And you can die cut and emboss at the same time. You put your paper in there, and you run it all through, and it really crackles a lot. But we're not going to do that because it's just a little bit. It's a little chancy always when you do it. I like to actually do it separately. Some people like to do it together. Okay. Let's do our card. So I'm going to show you. I've got some flowers that we're going to stamp. We're going to get our paper out. And where are my stamps and inks? We're going to use Parakeet Party and Starry Sky. No, we're using Blueberry. The cardstock is Blueberry. And Granny Apple Green is going to be the rind color. So, okay, I've got a lot of stuff here. We need my mat. Here's the mat. So, we're going to do have a zesty birthday, and we're going to do on the inside. We're going to do sweeter things. So we're going to put that right there. And we're going to do this in the blueberry. Let's see if I have a inside piece. I do. Here it is. That will do that too. Have a zesty birthday. Just like that. Set that aside. And then the inside card. And this is going to be a vertical card. Fills up the whole width like that. Isn't that pretty? Really nice font on there. Close that up. And now we're going to do our stamping. We're going to set this aside and we're going to stamp the lemons. And it's a big stamp, so it really goes quite nicely. I've got a big piece right here. And we've got two stamps, an inside stamp and an outside. So we're going to do the outside in the darker green, which is Granny Apple. And it's a big stamp, so we're going to turn it upside down and get it like this. We'll just put it on like that. And set that aside, close it up. And now we're going to do the Parakeet Party. Parakeet Party and Lemon Lime Twist are almost identical. I can barely tell them apart. Now we're going to take this stamp, ink it up. And now this just fits right in here like this. And there we have it. Isn't that pretty? Now we could emboss it. I am not going to take the time again to get that embossing machine here, but this all gets cut out like this. You just put it on here like that, run it through your embossing machine, and then you can also put it through right through the die cutting, and then you can also do the embossing if you like. We're just going to skip that part because I already have some cut out for you, so you don't have to watch me do all of that again. So it cuts it out like this. You can see I've embossed. I had it all embossed and then it cut it out. And I have some flowers. you probably thought, oh, look at all these flowers. These flowers, but it would take forever. Well, it actually doesn't, because I taped them all together. And I could I die cut all of these in about 10, stamped and die cut in 10 minutes. Okay, where's my card now? Let's see what's here. Okay, we're going to take our Parakeet Party Base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored it at 4 1/4. Put on the blueberry like this. Oop, that one's empty. So let's see if we can get, I have another one. We'll just use that other one. Okay. Just like this. And I'm going to pop that up. Isn't that just, oh, I just love the way the colors sort of dance around on there. We're going to put one of these on right there. I just pre-cut these to different sizes. There's all kinds of things in here. That would be a good thing for my grandkids to do too. I have to make a list because they pop over all the time. They'll come over, you know, morning, afternoon, anytime, and it's really been fun, but I have to have little projects for them, otherwise they can get rambunctious. So we have different things. I always have things that they can punch, or they help set the table for my class or the meal or whatever we're doing. Got all these. Anyway, they've been really, this is all going to end because they're going to go to school pretty soon at the end of August. So here are all the little lines that I cut out. So we're going to use the big one first. I'm gonna get my little piercing mat here. I'm gonna just put that one right over the edge a little bit. And then we're gonna pop up this one. You can see how it looks with the, hey Susan, good to see you this morning. I'm gonna just pop that right up with one of these larger dimensionals. And remember, if you haven't liked it or shared, I always appreciate that. Sharing is really caring. It helps me grow my business. And then we're going to do another one with just solid line like that. So we'll put another little, that one might be just right. Don't really need it that big, but that's what I grabbed. So but I'm going to slide it under there, but pop it up right there like that. And I'm going to use this one on the inside of my mat right here. I'm just going to put that like this. Isn't that a pretty inside then? You could actually just stamp it on the card, but it was already die cut with that, because it die cuts everything. And there we go. There's our 3 3/4 by 5 is the standard, my standard size for the inside. Sometimes I use 4 by 5 1/4. Now I've got all these little flowers. We're going to put a couple of these on, and I'm just going to put a large one down here, sort of tuck it under there, and then I'm going to take a small one, and let's see if I have, oh, here are my tiny, my little minis. My minis get to be a mess, a real mess. You can see how they just get, I don't know. I don't use them very often, but they're nice on little tiny things like these flowers. So I am going to use them today. I much prefer bigger dimensionals. So, okay, we're going to take a small one. We're going to pop that up right next to that one. And we're going to put another one right up here in the corner like that. And then we need our zesty birthday. Let's see, we're going to put that across like that. We're going to cut this with our little snips. We're going to angle the ends like that. So how do you like this holographic paper? Would you like to buy some? Oh my goodness, I think it's spectacular. You get 2 sheets of every color. I've got a little seashell right here. I don't know where that came from. But anyway, I'm going to put that on. I don't even think we're going to put I think I'll use my Seal Plus on this. We're not going to pop it up, just because it's got enough dimension to it. Just like that. Have a zesty birthday. And on the inside, enjoy the sweeter things in life. We could put a little flower there too. And we could put some Wink of Stella on our lime. Give it a little color like that. Oh, I love the way it sparkles. There we go. It's always nice having a fairly new Wink of Stella. I just opened that last week, and it works so well. So anyway, hey, Phyllis, good to see you this morning. And there is our card, and here's the other one I made like that. And let's see so these are the other ones that I did. This one, and then this one I stamped the flower on the outside. I was just trying to play around and see what was workable for a class or for a video. So anyway, that's our project for today. So let's close our eyes, and I'll turn the camera back. There we go. I hope it didn't stop, the camera didn't freeze and stop too many times. I'm hoping the internet man can figure something out. He's a smart home. So every time you build a house, or every time you move into a more modern house, it becomes smarter. And all of these, like our doorbell, we have the Ring doorbell, and we have all these things that tell us things. And even the oven, you have to use the internet. You have to set up an app to use the oven. It's like, oh gosh, can't we just have an old-fashioned oven that just, you turn the knobs and it all goes on? Well, thank you so much, Stacy. I appreciate that. Thanks for sharing the video too. I appreciate that. Okay, now don't forget, kits are on sale all month, 30% off. My kits are $18 instead of $22. So I have a BOGO going on. So if you purchase things from me, if you purchase $100 from the catalog from me, you get to choose $100 worth of my BOGO. My BOGO are things that are retired, and I get to clear the shelves, get ready for all the new things that are coming or came yesterday. Thank you for sharing, Judy. Appreciate that. I have another box arriving today, so I put in 3 orders, and I expedited them. One order I did not expedite, and it's still in picking, so it won't be here for probably until Friday, or hopefully by Friday. That's it, everyone. Thank you so much, and I will, I'll make sure all the directions are underneath the video, but give me about 10-15 minutes to do that, and then the directions will be there. And also on YouTube, I put this on YouTube, and then the directions are under more. You can click on more and expand it. So thank you so much. I appreciate the hearts. Everyone, thanks for sharing, and you are very welcome, Carla, and I will see you next Tuesday. Thank you. Bye.